We all have degenerative disc disease. We all have degenerating discs, right? This is not a thing that is rare to some people. The only rare thing is if we are symptomatic or not, and if we experience pain. So what if you never had to experience that pain? What if you could learn how to move in between spaces in your regular daily life, and you didn't have to feel that, oh my God, I'm seizing. Right now, let's just get you out of pain, right? And let's get you thinking about the actual motions that you should be doing. I'm shoulding you. Yes, I often talk about not shoulding yourself, but I'm going to should you. You should be doing these things in order to prevent yourself from further injury. Let's do this. Hello, beautiful beings of love and light. How are you? Today, I am talking about how we conditionally and consistently train our bodies for shit we never do. Those of you who suffer from back pain, herniated discs, sciatica, bulging discs, radiculitis, all things that have a beginning or a source in improper movement of our bodies, improper engagement of our core, not understanding spinal extension. And when we experience this overwhelming and mostly debilitating pain, what we are vastly forgetting is that all the things that we typically do as a workout, bench press, squats with weights on a bar, holding a weight, but not giving a fuck how we have picked it up from the weight rack, right? We are conditioned. And I am one of you. I went right along with you for the first about 38 years of my life. I was a gym rat. I had a herniated disc at the age of 20, and I too never really thought about how I transition from just standing to picking up a weight, how I am properly picking it up so that I don't throw my back out, or how I am using machinery in a gym, for example, that has nothing to do, no direct correlation with how I move in my regular life. And so where and what we do in our everyday life is so important, but we never train for those actual things. What we train for instead is getting addicted, committed to doing these workouts in gyms and having our PT or our rehabilitation be completely separate. And then we forget about those in between spaces, right? The in-between moments, every second of every day, how you are sitting, how you are sleeping, how you reach for something to pick it up, how you turn your body. If these motions are not mindful, then we are risking putting ourselves in crisis situations with our spine over and over and over again, regardless of whether or not we've recuperated from a herniated disc, whether we have mitigated our pain, whether we have had surgery and we are recovering, right? So we are brazenly, sloppily getting weights, throwing our bodies around like we were an extra in a movie, when it's these actual movements that affect our every single muscle. And it's actually in these in-between spaces where most people get injured. Have you ever said or heard from someone, I have no idea how my back got thrown out. I have no idea what I did. Or a really common one, I just sneezed and my back went out. Okay, I got news for you. It is not the sneeze. It is not the workout that you were doing. It is not the actual thing that you did. There is no event, right? Herniated discs, bulging discs, sciatic pain is not an event. It is a process, a journey, and it is an amalgamation of all of the movements that you have done not mindfully throughout your entire life that got you to this point where the straw that broke the camel's back might have been a sneeze, might have been, oh, I just bent over to pick up a piece of paper. It wasn't even heavy. It's because all these little micro movements, when you didn't give a about what your body was doing over time, or like how you were lying when you were sleeping, or how you just, you know, even when we sit down in meditation, we're like, oh, let me sit down real quick. And we don't notice how our spine is moving and how we are breathing when we come to a seated position. So we wear and tear on our muscles, and those fibers break down, and it slowly begins to affect our vertebrae. They weaken. So the more we do not train our bodies for the actual movements we are doing every single day, the more there is a chance of our body just saying, look, I've had enough. I'm just giving out. So your body will let you know if over time you are moving in improper, dysfunctional ways, right? And this is when we start to feel pain. So let's practice. Let's actually train ourselves instead of just keeping on doing these superficial exercises like ab workouts and rushing to the gym and like picking up a weight and throwing it, swinging it around until we get into position and actually, you know, do a squat. There is no real application in real life for many, many exercises. So except for, you know, smoking in your baby tee or your designer yoga pants, the real problem is that you don't have a relationship with yourself and how you move throughout your life. Right now, let's just get you out of pain, right? And let's get you thinking about the actual motions that you should be doing. I'm shoulding you. Yes, I often talk about not shoulding yourself, but I'm going to should you. You should be doing these things in order to prevent yourself from further injury. Let's do this. You are going to learn in this program how to breathe. Number one, how to breathe. I know it might sound absolutely ridiculous, but we do not know how to breathe. This is the first lesson that my yoga teacher trainer, Everett Newell, taught me right at the very beginning of my teacher training. And shockingly, this is what the majority of my clients say. Beth taught me how to breathe. What? That might sound crazy to you, but we do not breathe functionally for the activities that we are doing, right? So I'm going to teach you how to breathe. Yeah, yes, you're breathing. And if you're not breathing, you're dying. And you also have absolute control over how you breathe to support yourself and mostly your spine, right? You do not need to just do muscular activities all the time. Your breath is your pranic life force energy, and it is one of the most powerful forces that you possess. So let's actually put it to work for us. Number two, I'll also teach you how to sit in a chair, and then how to sit on the floor, and how to get back up in both of those situations without further injuring your spine, without putting yourself in crisis mode of high induced pain, right? Often you will hear, whether you've had surgery or whether you are in an acute pain phase that's very intense, do not BLT, bend, lift, and twist. I'm going to teach you how to bend. I'm going to teach you how to bend over. Yeah. How to bend over safely and how to bend back up again to stand. So these are all very, very, very important things. I'm also going to teach you how to sleep. As if you don't know how to sleep. But if you are someone who is suffering from so much pain that you cannot sleep comfortably and you're taking massive amounts of pain pills just to get yourself through the night, I can help you. Sleep is one of the most important things that we have in our toolbox to allow our bodies to heal. And if we are not sleeping, actually resting, then we are doing ourselves a great disservice by not allowing our bodies to actually rest, to actually heal. So let's learn how to sleep. In the following class, just as a little teaser, I'm going to teach you how to twist. Remember that BLT? How do you twist safely? Not just don't twist at all, but how do you actually twist when you need to? You're not going to walk around for the rest of your life, you know, not turning like Zoolander. I can only turn left. No, you're going to eventually need to know how to twist. It's like telling a teenager, just do not have sex, instead of, this is how you have sex safely. This is how you have sex in a loving way. This is what love is. So I give that reference because these examples are all about loving yourself, right? If someone just tells you, no, don't do that, well, then what am I supposed to do? If I've only learned how to do this thing and I can't anymore, what the hell am I going to do now? I'm also going to teach you how to pick up something, how to lift something up and put something back down. It's like Planet Fitness's big joke, right? I lift things up and I put them down. But if you're told not to lift things up that are heavier than, like, you know, a gallon of milk, what if you have to lift up that gallon of milk? What if you have a small child and you need to lift that child up? How can you do that without risking further injury to your spine? Then finally, I will teach you how to walk properly, right? We always think that walking and jogging or running, that we just do them naturally, when really there are specific ways that you are meant to be walking, and the majority of us do not do it, right? We're hunched over or we're sway back. Our hips are much more forward. So I will teach you how to walk, how to jog or run, which I do not recommend to anyone who has ever had any type of herniation in their spine or any back pain. It is pounding, it is grating, it is smashing your vertebrae down with every step. Trust me, I was a long distance runner for the majority of my life, and it was such a battle with myself to get myself to stop running. But I'm here to tell you today that you can have joy and elation and that runner's high without running. Okay, that was a little giveaway, right? Stop running. But anyway, stay tuned in this space for details on the Zoom calls. And if you would like me to send you the link to sign up, please sign up. Click the link below. Send me your email. You will get an email with the Zoom information and more information about how you can stay in touch on my private Facebook group. All of these practices will be housed within that group on Facebook. And if you would like to have these lessons forever, that you can refer back to over time, you can ask questions in the group, that is a subscription. It's called Restore and Love Yourself with Beth. So I have hundreds of restorative yoga classes, yoga nidra classes, which will help teach you how to sleep and rest. 1 hour of yoga nidra is equivalent to 4 hours of REM sleep. So it's very beneficial and highly practical for you. Sign up below. You can tune into these free classes. There will be several of them. Submit your email and I will get you on the list and get you signed up for this. I believe that you are able and deserve to live a life pain-free. So I want to share all of they're really not even that secret. This is common knowledge, but based on my experience of living with a bulging, radiculitis, herniated, post-surgery, further herniations in my neck. I have a lot of information that hopefully will help you to live your life pain-free. Let's rethink your pain away. Let's be mindful about how you move in the in-between spaces of life so that you can support yourself in creating more ease and painlessness. You can think your pain away. Let's flip those thoughts around and turn your pain into your purpose, because underlying all of this pain that you are experiencing, I believe, is your true purpose in life. It's just being hidden or blocked by this message that your spirit is trying to send to you. And it may be as simple as care for yourself as if it was the most important thing in your life, because truly, madly, deeply, it is. You are the most important in the whole entire universe, and you deserve to love yourself wildly, wildly. So I hope that whatever you are doing for your pain, for your thoughts, your emotional body, for your spirit, for your subtle energy self, I hope that you love it. Please sign up for this class if any of this resonated with you. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at bethparasmo@gmail.com. BETHPARASMO@gmail.com. I love you, but it's more important that you love you. Take care, beauties. I'll see you soon.